Alright folks, we are back. More Guilty Gear Strive, more learning the roster here, and oh man, Zato-1. Listen, he's bad. We can just skip it, right? He's bad now, we can just skip him. He's not even good, right? He's not even, no? Okay. Yeah, again, we're gonna do it obviously, but I am, I just don't know what he does at all, and to my understanding, he's quite complicated, right? But we're gonna do our best. Again, we don't try to like learn the ins and outs and the super detailed aspects of every character. Just like a basic layer 1 idea of what they do, what to look out for, you know, universal counterplay, maybe like some pot specifics if we spot something like that, right? But yeah, I guess before we get into it, you know, if you want to come by, hang out on the stream, stuff like that, I do stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except Fridays, so come by and hang out. Link in the description down there. But all that being said, Zato, Mr. 1. Let's see. What do you got for me, man? I'm gonna pull up. I need Dust Loop. Like I need a goddamn hole in the head. For this one, man. Get my goddamn tray out of there. Zato-1. We shall see. We shall see. You know, yeah, he's got negative edge, right? So if you don't know what negative edge is, it means that things happen when he releases buttons and not just when he presses them. Yeah, I guess before we get into anything, we probably should understand this whole Eddie gauge thing, right? Zato is a puppet character, and he can use his little fella there to do things. So, to my understanding, if you're coming from like more of a Grand Blue context, it is similar. Like like with Nier and Death. Like Eddie currently is unsummoned, and I'm a different fella, right? As soon as I do any kind of Eddie special move, he like comes out. Seems that way, right? And now I'm like, yeah, now he's moving way more than I am, right? I did not realize actually that Zato got so immobile when Eddie was, I guess he can jump, right? Like Zato got so immobile on the ground when Eddie was summoned. This already is new to me. I don't think I fully ever clocked this, right? Yeah, when you run out of that Eddie gauge, you have to recharge for a bit. Gotcha, sure. And you're back to regular old Zato mode. Interesting. But yeah, so it signifies Eddie's health. Oh, so the longer he's out, the less damage he can take too. Huh? Interesting. It goes down by 180 HP every second, sure, and attacks use it too. On the right side, Zato's theme is another banger, as is the case for pretty much the whole roster. So, if he's unsummoned before the gauge runs out, it's like Dark Souls 1 stamina, right? You wanna so letting it go all the way, he'll come back slower. But if you unsummon him before you run out of stamina, then he comes back quicker. Gotcha. If Eddie or Zato is hit by an attack, Gold Psych Burst, or the gauge depletes fully, it turns red and recovers at a slower rate. Gotcha. 8 HP recovered every frame. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's like yeah. So true. During this time, Zato cannot summon Eddie. Okay, sure. Oh, but he can use his super. Sun Void is his like sword super. Yeah, okay. So that does get him back Eddie no matter what, right? Gotcha. If Zato is hit by a blue Psych Burst or yellow Roman Cancel, interesting. Eddie will be unsummoned and the gauge will turn red and begin recovering from the amount it was at when it was hit. Wait, so what's the difference? Wait, why do they have like a different? Why do they have like a different paragraph for this? It'll turn red and begin recovering from the amount it was hit. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, no, what's the difference? It won't fully deplete? Oh, so hitting him fully depletes it? Interesting. So you're saying that, like if Eddie gets hit normally, he just gets, like, fully like, BTFO'd? If I have Zato block this, and then he... Oh, God. I'm too sick. I frame trap by accident. But I see. Okay, gotcha. Or the Shadow Gauge is depleted fully. I see, okay. So yeah, this goes back from where it was, and this goes to 0. So true. Okay, sure. Oh, man. Alright, controlling Eddie. When summoned with either 214H, 623, oh, that's the Sun Void, right? That's his super. 214H, the Sun Void, or 236X. Zato controls Eddie. Eddie moves backwards or forwards. Yeah, sure. 1 and 3 can be used to move Eddie while keeping Zato stationary. Oh, okay, so you can like hit down back or down forward. And then yeah, Eddie moves and Zato doesn't move. Gotcha. Okay. He doesn't move very much when Zato so when Eddie's summoned regardless, but sure, fine. Okay. Eddie can pass through Zato as well as his opponent and any puppet of their own. Every Eddie attack has 3 versions. When Eddie's not summoned, he can be summoned directly into any of 3 attacks. Sure, yeah. These summons include an animation of Zato waving his hands, but means they generally have less advantage for Zato on hit or block and are more risky and neutral. They're the quickest way to summon Eddie. Gotcha. When Eddie is summoned and not in recovery, releasing them results in the corresponding Eddie attack. I see. This is where like negative edge comes in, right? Releasing when Eddie is summoned and when Eddie is summoned and on recovery. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, I have to get him out first. So true. So we get him out with this, and And then I let go of, oh yeah, okay, and then I let go of P, and then he does like his pierce, or I let go of slash, he does this thing. Okay, gotcha. If you get blue burst when the bar is halfway, it'll start recovering from halfway. Yep, that makes sense. But yeah, so that's where the negative edge stuff happens. It's completely independent of any animation for Zato, allowing the two to attack at the same time. Yeah, okay, sure. Scary. 236 when he's already summoned lets him do Eddie Chains. Sure. Has an animation with identical recovery to his normal summon, which he claps his hands. But I guess because you're canceling them, probably? Uses less Eddie gauge this way, and if done while Eddie is not attacking, must be done as 236X with the button being held slightly, or else Eddie will begin the... he'll begin the negative edge version, and immediately cancel into the non-negative edge version. I see. So if he's summoned and I just immediately do it... Huh? I don't think I see that. They're saying... If done from while Eddie is not attacking, you must hold it. The button being held... I mean, maybe I am holding it slightly, I'm just slow. Possibly. Oh, wait, okay, no, I see. I think I see where the extra gauge might be being used. I'm not sure I understand that, but sure. You can summon Eddie without doing an attack with 214 HS. I see, and that's also the unsummoned. Gotcha. Destroying Eddie makes Zato matchup easier? Yes. Yeah, so I mean, it seems like it's gonna be... Like, if we can find a couple of things that are... gaps here, where if he does some Eddie stuff, we can like hit Eddie. That seems to be the big thing that we can try to learn out of this, right? Eddie has the least startup from the negative edge version of each move. The next fastest is 236 without Eddie, and the slowest is 236 while Eddie is already summoned. Gotcha. Okay, sure. All right, so that's we'll get into that, right? Oh my God, it's Zato, my character. If you have questions, I can offer advice. Yeah, I certainly will. What are these? Like, why does this say? What does it mean in the brackets there? Data, for max range, gotcha, okay. So you can space it out and you can kind of meaty with it, I guess, sure. Okay, sure, so he got a 5P that can be even on block if he spaces it out properly, plus on block close slash, that makes sense. Really minus far slash, but again, you're supposed to cancel that stuff into stuff mostly. Normally I just kind of look around at normals and just try to see if there's anything else that's plus besides close slash. It's like a starting point. He's got another one of these like plus on block 6k overheads, very common a lot of the time for the cast, sure. This is probably, special cancelable into Eddie nonsense. If you get hit by this, you can convert off it better than most people without meter, probably. 6H. A unique command normal used primarily as a throw bait, huh? This is, yeah. Interesting. If he catches you with and throw, you go to hell, sure. It is not that minus on block. It's because 5P and 2P have delayed hitboxes at max range? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and also, wall break, sure, makes sense. He's got jumping moves. This is probably, it looks like a cross-up normal to me. JH, deepest to jump in, fine. JD, is this one of them? Yeah, it's one, it's like another air dash almost, huh? Oh yeah, Zato, yeah, true, Zato's air dash is weird too, right? He flies like this. He can kind of control himself as well. You can sort of angle him up or down. Yeah, okay. So true. And then he can also do Jade. Oh, what? Oh, does it always try to cross up? No. Okay, it just goes where he's looking. Gotcha. It goes where he's looking, so he'll naturally like side correct after a moment of time. Okay, I mean, this it doesn't look like that spooky of a move. It's kind of something you have to look out for. A bit of like an air momentum changer, possible, right? Sure. I mean, nothing that like really stands out immediately for the normals. Yeah, I got probably again, if he gets a dust, right, he gets to go into Eddie nonsense and do all his fun stuff. Zato can easily reset pressure by air dash canceling 6H on block. I mean, I assume Eddie has to be out there to save him, right? Like, he has to be doing like some Eddie stuff at the same time. Probably like some. I guess you can probably like 6H, like let go of 6H negative edge. Eddie does whatever his H move is, and then goes from there. JS is an amazing jump in. It's more for combos and overhead pressure. Makes sense. All right, cool. Let's keep going. The special moves, like all the Eddie stuff, is gonna be where we really have problems, right? Let's try and take a look at this. He's got blue wild assaults. Fun. Okay. All right. Yeah. Flight. Okay. He can go anywhere, huh? Oh, he can just go. Yeah. I see. When he starts the air dash, he can go on. Kind of like Ridley, but good. Makes sense. Sure. He can still do all his normal air moves out of this. I assume if Eddie is summoned, you can still like negative edge and shit like that while you're up here. Right? Like if I probably still just like, oh, I got rid of Eddie. Eddie, he died. Oh, I did 214D. I meant to do 214H. If I'm flying, I let go of P. I guess letting go. Yeah, I guess it's kind of weird. Yeah, so I'm trying to like hold on. I want to like. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can still do all your normal negative edge nonsense while you're flying. That makes sense. Summon Eddie. Yeah, sure. This also unsummons Eddie. That's fine. Okay, so let's the actual Eddie moves, I suppose, right? You want to pose up when you do JH? Yeah. So okay. First off, there's this this Pierce fella. So just I guess quick thing. It seemed this way, but if Zato is not helping Eddie out, yeah, if Zato is not acting at the same time, there's a gap between these two hits, right? Oh, not always. If he hits you from far away? Yeah. Wait, really? You can use JD to mask your negative edge button. True. Makes sense. Yeah, so if he does it up close, there's a gap. If this goes further away, there isn't. Then is that correct? It looks that way, right? Yeah, if this hits a little bit, like this can be more or less plus for Eddie depending on how far away he hits, which is weird. It's, I mean, I guess 3 active frames, so sure. Yeah, and then the negative edge versions are the fastest. Yeah, and then the while you know the summon ones are faster or slower, and then the while summon ones are the slowest, right? Correct, but at a certain range it's not mashable, and if Zato is close to Eddie during Pierce, you can stuff the gap with 5p. Pierce is a 5-frame gap. Ooh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Assuming that Zato is not doing like probably the time where like Eddie and Zato be doing the same, like doing it at the same time here, would probably be like if you like negative edge this somehow, right? Then you know you're doing stuff at the same time. But yeah, just like trying to find like any sort of gaps that could be fake where you could try to kill Eddie seems like a good thing to try and spot here, right? Otherwise, I mean, on block. Yeah, if you block this, he can just go into other Eddie specials. I guess it doesn't matter, right? But hypothetically, if he does not do that, right? If like on block, the Zato does not go into other Eddie moves, can you smack Eddie out of that before Zato can move him away? Like, assuming Zato does not want to spend the extra gauge to like go into a different move or something, right? I would imagine so. 6-frame gap on block, 3-frame on hit. Something of note, you can cancel Pierce into another Eddie move. Yeah. If you do not cancel it though, I mean it does have. I wish you told me how plus on block it was. I guess it's hard to say, right? If Zato does nothing, there's a matchable gap. Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. So yeah, that's Pierce. Sure. Yeah, probably just because Zato is very rarely going to just be doing like this and not following up. Probably it's just a bad idea to fuck with this too much. But good to know. Like if the Zato is not doing anything, we could try to kill Eddie off this. Gotcha. If they're being lazy. All right, that's a lot. This has a very funny animation. This move, I always do like. Yeah, Eddie's having a great time. I do love that for him. Sure. So what is this? Eddie creates. Okay, this is very plus. Eddie creates 4 projectile drills that appear out of the ground, each further away than the last. Projectile drills, you say? Wait, hold on a second. I gotta bring Potemkin in here. Can you flick this? I would not have thought so. It never looked like that to me, but are you telling me I can flick this shit? Change character. Potemkin. I actually want pot on player 1 here so I can record Zato doing it. The opponent can avoid matching by jumping Pierce, but you can cancel Pierce into Frog to catch the jump. All Eddie specials can be flicked? Wait, Eddie's a projectile, huh? You don't say. Interesting. I was not aware of this. So true, Bested. So you're telling me that a shrimp fried this rice? You're telling me if he goes like bonk? Oh, I didn't record anything. On and on. Multiply. And then this. You don't say. Even Pierce, then. When does the projectile reflect window for flick starts on frame 4, I think, if I recall correctly. So even like something like this, you're saying I could like flick this before it even gets out there. Huh? Are you sure? Doesn't look like Pierce can. Maybe I'm being too late with it, but I don't think so. I mean that works, but yeah, I don't think its little stabbies count as a projectile here. Unless I'm doing something wrong? Yeah, so the drills definitely do. I don't think Pierce does. I guess we'll see. I mean, it's a weird one, but like, does oppose count as a projectile? I would imagine not, but like, I'm kind of curious. Like, if I just like walk up here and flick. No, not really. Yeah, I don't think so. Eddie is treated like a projectile? Interesting. Yeah, but see, so the drills can definitely be flicked. That's already something here. But yeah, it's very... So he can't really use this in neutral safely, I don't think. If he like cancels into this, it's just like infinite plus frames, I guess. I guess it's a lot of startup, right? Jokes, I lied to you. It's fine, it's fine. Pressure, it's a very strong option. Opponent's not ready to jump on reaction or match on a read. Interesting. I guess this is reactable, but again, he could be doing like a bunch of negative edge bullshit and like, you know, he can do this off of a more plus move himself, and then while you're still in recovery of that move, he starts with the drills. Yeah, only works when Eddie's already summoned. Okay. Drills can be used in neutral sometimes. Yeah, no, I see that. But again, I think with Pot, I think it's a bad idea. Probably because this gets flicked, right? Like, generally, fireballs are... there's definitely a gap when they try to cancel into it from another Eddie move. Yeah, so you're talking about with the drill? I don't know if, like, I gotta figure out how to fucking do Zato shit. Like, if he goes, like... Oh, the negative edge has, like, okay, you have to do it at a certain time. Got it. Wait, can you not cancel into... Can you not cancel Eddie moves into Eddie moves if the move you are gonna cancel into is the negative edge version? Or am I being stupid? If I try to go like can you only cancel Eddie moves into non-negative edge Eddie moves? No, you can? Okay, I'm being bad. Gotcha. That makes sense. Huh? You negative edge Pierce? Okay, maybe I'm doing it too late then? Look, I must be missing the cancel window. I'm letting go of the thing. Weird. Is the cancel window like way later than Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. It's way later than I think it is. Gotcha. I thought it was earlier. Yeah, okay. No, you definitely can. Gotcha. So true. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Zato was still in the summon animation. Wait a bit. Yeah, I'm doing it too. I was doing it too quick. That's my bad. That does. You have to wait a little bit longer than I thought. Then that's good. But yeah, so I guess if we cancel into this, we can probably. I mean, there's probably a 4-frame gap, right? There's probably a big enough gap that we can flick this on reaction, maybe. I feel like you won't use this when he's right in our face pretty often. All right, the frog I see used a lot. What do you do, man? Eddie becomes a frog, leaping from the ground to the air, then back to the ground in an arc. Yeah, so this is the slash one. Yeah, so this is just airspace control and then like very plus on block. Sure. And neutral leap, like a pose, is too slow to be used as a reaction anti-air, but it's very strong preemptive anti-air. Gotcha. It's combos in pressure. I guess if you jump out of this, but then he could try to frog you out of your jump, right? Again, though, I think if we're trying to, can we flick this guy? It's a good question. Can we flick Mr. Frogathon here? We might be able to. Oh, maybe not. That would have been nice. Yeah. You can use Drunkard Shade to force cancel Eddie specials? Yes. Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't seem that way. I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't think we can. We can like straight up flick him like that, but we can't actually get like the flick reflect on Frog. I'm not confident telling you yes. No, it's fine. I'm testing it out for a reason. Don't worry. Hello, Ash. Yeah, we can flick him literally, but we can't like. Yes, I guess what we can do. Frog whiffs on Croucher's close range. Not sure if Pop though. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Yes, I guess. If the idea is, if there's supposed to be like some sort of RPS here between canceling into pillars, which you can jump over, and canceling into frog, which will kill you for jumping, if we just like flick both, we can hold flick, and if it's, we can hold flick, and if it's drills, we just hold and get the reflect, and if it's frog, we let go and like kill the frog, possibly? Zato theme? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, I think like this is, I'm not sure if, because I think what I want to be doing most of the time against this is flicking. So if this is meant to like catch you jumping out of the pillars, I don't think it does quite as much for us, right? Besides that, it's a combo tool. Sure, that makes sense. That works. And then oppose. This is the one that like, you know, it's the one that fucks you up for mashing on Eddie, right? Only drill and invite hell can be flicked. Okay. Sorry for this info. No worries. We're learning together here. So this is the one that messes you up for hitting Eddie, correct? Like if you try to like hit Eddie out of like a move, this is the thing that Zato can always cancel Eddie into to like get you minus a billion and go from there. So how exactly does this work? Yeah, negative edge, whatever. Uses 5 HP of Eddie gauge. Pause can slide head through a pose. Really? You don't say. Can I now? I should record it, I guess. Wait, what? How did I get that? What do you know? So he can. Interesting. Alright, so enters an armored stance while advancing very slowly forwards. Cool. Yeah, almost any attack. I guess slide head, for example, makes an incredible neutral tool. Sure. I guess like the big thing with this most of the time is that it just again, I assume this just means because you got a counter out of this too, huh? Does the counter happen on proximity to the opponent, or like when he absorbs something, or what exactly? Also, can I move Eddie like further during a pose if I want to? What am I doing? No, I can't. He's stuck. Okay, gotcha. Lend a hand. So does the attack trigger when? Does the attack trigger like when he gets close to me, or after a certain amount of time when he eats something? After a certain amount of time, gotcha. It's a timer. Yeah, yeah. Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter how close I am. So true. Okay, okay. It happens regardless of range. Yeah. Interesting. So how exactly do you use this? Like, do you? He has free range to do basically anything in the corner. Yeah. Like, so if he's like, it's like he does, I don't know, some nonsense like he like has Eddie out, right? And then he, I don't know, he does like pierce into a pose or something. Is that like a thing? And then like while he's doing this, like you can't really fuck with a pose at all, so he just gets to like do whatever he wants, right? A pose into like dust or something like that, into like another negative edge possibly. The combo your ass. Like is that like at all like something that's correct? And you can grab him out of a pose. We used to cancel other Eddie normals to let him get a throw. Interesting. Oh, can he cancel out of this faster than other things? Oh, okay, yeah. Seems that. Oh, can he do that with everything? Is it just negative edge? It's a bit slower. Oh, he can always cancel. Okay, he can cancel Eddie normals quicker if he. Okay, so what I was thinking earlier was correct. He can cancel Eddie normals quicker if he doesn't negative edge. Ah, I see. Yeah, so if he doesn't negative edge, you can just go like 1 into 2 right away, and then this lets him go 1 into 2, and then you're not in block stun anymore, and he can throw your ass. Gotcha. It's basically Grand Blue Dude's shield. It seems a little bit better than that, but yeah. Use it for a lot of things, but a very simple application is doing an unmatchable throw with a pose, and a pose will combo Zato's grab into a full combo. Unmatchable. Oh, I see. So you're saying like you go like like you do like I don't know like this into that into throw their ass, and then off the throw oppose combos, right? I can see that. Yeah, yeah, sure. Can't play fighting game myself. The internet sucks, so I'll watch Brick play fighting game for my study break. So true. I'm glad I can be of service. All right, so quick question, out of curiosity. Yeah, this is like no reason at all. Just curious. Okay, yeah. Doesn't block grabs. Makes sense. It's the only name I don't remember. Vayne? Vaynathan? Yes, out of curiosity, we definitely can't just do this, right? Is this a reaction check, I suppose? You can recast a pose for it to last longer? Ooh, interesting. Uses more gauge, I suppose? Yeah, uses more gauge. Well, it uses more gauge. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. Huh? It does not use more gauge. Yeah, Vayne? Yeah, yeah. Yes, I mean, I guess if he's close and does a pose, we do just, like, kill him. So that's good to know. And obviously, Zato has no guts, so this is a bad situation for the boy to be in. Okay, cool. Interesting. We can slide head through a pose, and if he's close enough, we can pop buster through a pose. That makes sense. As the Season 4 doesn't use the gauge until the attack? Oh, it will use more and more gauge the more you resummon it then, I guess? Okay, and then we have Invite Hell. Very active grounded projectile. It does not actually special cancel. Eddie does cost less gauge. Interesting. So this is just, it's like a tracking drill. Like this just like go on. Why does he keep backdashing at start, by the way? It's like go where you are? No. It's not a tracking drill. It's a set distance. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, it's just like lots of active frames. Sure. 32? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can media this to be incredibly plus then, huh? 32 active frames. What a time to be alive. Sure. Interesting. It's just a bit active? Just a little bit. Just un petit peu active frame. Sure. 5H, 2-2H is a true string or can be delayed for a frame trap. Okay, interesting. What does break the law? 214K, hold okay. Oh, okay, he does. Yeah, he can do this shit. Why do I care? And is this different if Eddie is out? Can he not do this if Eddie is out?
All yours.
Oh, yeah, he can, but then yeah. Interesting. Huh. Sinks to the ground, becoming invincible as long as K is held. The longer he spends invincible, the longer its recovery becomes. Interesting. Uses to cross you up? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, because he can go through you the way that Eddie normally can. Oh god, dude. So yeah, so I can see, my monkey brain can sort of start to see how you can do some stuff. I don't think my hands can keep up though, right? So you're like doing this and like you negative edge Eddie like while you're doing it or something like that, and then you come up and then you do all this nonsense. You can teleport to Eddie with it and it dodges all supers and DPs. Oh, it teleports you to Eddie. So if you're saying if Eddie is like far away, if I've sent my boy too far, I can go. Oh. Do I hit it again or something? How do you do the teleport? Its move cannot dodge Happy Chaos's curse projectile. Amazing. Cool. Pressing 2-2. Okay, you press 2-2 while you're doing it. Gotcha. You press 2-2 and then you're with your boy. That makes sense. So you go whop, and then you go whop, and then you hit. Oh, I got it while holding it, I guess. Yeah, I hit 2-2. Gotcha. Okay. Oh yeah. So you can. That's a 95 recovery frames. Perhaps. Yeah. The longer you hold it, the more you get, the more recovery you get, right? But I guess like you probably, I don't know, man. You probably do something like. Also, it's frame 20 invincible or 13 to 20 invincible. Interesting. So it's not a reversal by any means, right? But yeah, so I guess you probably do something like, you know, you would like negative edge a Pierce on Eddie or something like that. Go into this and then teleport to Eddie. Maybe Eddie crosses them up and you come up on the other side and do some nonsense, something like that, right? Again, my hands are not gonna be able to keep up. I can sort of see the idea. Eddie covering the teleport for you, yes. Eddie teleport, sure. Damn defense. Oh, command. Yeah, he's got a command grab. Yes. And the final hit of the grab recovers Eddie completely. Sure. So this is like, you know, it's like Nago blood sucking nonsense, right? Like you just like you use all your Eddie gauge and then you try to just like reset with command grab and then they go straight to hell, right? If they get grabbed by this. 6-2-3. Oh wait, is it not? What am I doing? Is it not 6-2-3 S? It is 6-2-3 S. I guess I'm just being S. It's fun. Happens. I assume Eddie needs to be out for this? You can't summon Eddie with this, correct? Oh, I mean in K. What am I doing, man? Hit. What? What was that? What did this do? I think I just did like a far slash. You can use a pose to protect this grab too? That makes sense, yeah. Sure, but yeah. This is your if you block too long, you get grabbed. He gets all his Eddie gauge back, and you go straight to hell. I think they use Pierce or Drills to push them over to you when you're in the ground. Yeah. That's 2-1-4-S. Ah, Drunkard Shade. So true. Yeah, I was just messing up the 6-2-3 input. That's fine. So this is an Eddie shield. Reflects projectiles. Eddie does not need to be out. Ooh. So you can just walk up and do. Am I fucking stupid? 6-2-3. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I am stupid. I'm stupid. You just walk up and do it. Makes sense. Gotcha. What is this exactly? It's an attack, but it's also a shield, huh? Only projectiles, I assume? So if he does this and I like don't hit into it. Let me record that a little bit cleaner, I suppose. There you go. Yeah, it's only projectiles, so it doesn't protect him. Oh, but it is also an attack, yeah. It's a slow ass attack though, right? Or no? Oh no, okay, as soon as he comes out, yeah, it scales further away. Gotcha. So true. It has a hitbox, but pushes Eddie forwards. Launches Eddie too. Oh wait, how? Like it launches Eddie just like at the end of the animation. Or how exactly? Oh, if he's out, it launches him forward. Gotcha. If he's out, it launches him forward. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Cool. And then supers. Oh man, okay. Woo! This is about as complicated as I thought it would be. Yeah. So obviously, also this super gives him all his it fully gives him Eddie back no matter what's going on with Eddie, right? But yeah, like, ooh baby, Zato has quite a bit to him. Yeah. So I mean, I will say, is it correct to say it seems like almost all of the Eddie specials have a good bit of startup to them, except for Pierce, basically. You can kind of fuck with a lot of these, but Pierce is supposed to keep you sitting still, right? You can use Drunkard Shade to reset your negative edge buttons. Eddie won't take any inputs till he resurfaces. Oh, interesting. Right, like, it seems like there might be a lot of gaps in the pressure here, basically, right? But like the thing that keeps you like from matching is Pierce. Like, I feel like a lot of these things have a decent bit of startup on them. Because again, the goal here is to figure out where can I hit Eddie, right? I think if I can hit Eddie, then we're kind of fine. Who else thinks Mai's gonna have Anji 5HS button when she draws SF6? Ooh, yeah. Here's the fastest unsummon to pose the fastest one negative edge. That makes sense. Yeah, so I guess kind of going through move by move here, right? So Pierce, this kind of seems like it's not a good idea to really do anything about this. Just like, you know, take your, like, block that shit, take your Eddie gauge, right? Take your Eddie gauge to you know, he used some Eddie gauge to do this. Amazing, cool. I'll be honest, Keith. I'm not sure my heart tells me. I think that's fair, right? This we can either we can flick this. I think on reaction. It should be pretty easy. 27 frame startup, or like flick reflects projectile starting on frame 4. I don't think this does what it like should do necessarily, because I don't think we're gonna be jumping out of his pressure very much, just because the main thing you jump out of is this thing, right? So I'm not sure if this like does exactly what it's meant to do for pot. But I mean, again, we can't just like, if we're holding flick expecting this, we can't just like let go of flick and kill the frog potentially. Obviously it depends. If Zato is like 2+ for us to do anything, then like we just have to hold that shit anyway. But none of this is like none of the Eddie stuff itself feels like it's like mixed, right? It's just Eddie is like there to give Zato plus frames, so like he can walk up and like high-low you or you know, dust you or throw you, stuff like that, right? Oppose, you can slide head through and command grab, which is interesting. We can't grab through it, so if he does oppose too close, he just dies. Can you scroll to the top, click counter strategy, and go to the dealing with Pierce part? Oh, sure, yeah. Let's see. Counter strategy, dealing with Pierce. Well, what's up? What's up, dog? Dealing with oppose, dealing with Pierce. If Eddie is already summoned, Pierce will be his go-to for setting up his mix. It has a 13 frame startup, is disjointed, and can't be 6P'd. Gotcha. Pierce will beat everything except for free frame normals, which like, don't exist anymore, basically. Has a 6 frame gap between 2 hits. If they're not at close range, the gap should be can and should be contested every single time. The best way to punish this is matching your 5 frame normals will beat uncancelled Pierce. Countering this will force Zato to either plug the gap with a normal such as 2S, or a special cancel into other moves which will leave him vulnerable. Pierce can cancel into oppose, leap, that's a lot, or drunkard shade. He can do these with options to protect Eddie, but they all come out at a cost to the Eddie gauge. Yeah, if he closes the gap, he can't use his high-low mix. All he can do is strike throw. Jumping fall by an aerial allow you to escape. Uncancel Pierce, or if he cancels into that's a lot or drunkard shade. If he cancels into oppose, leaves him vulnerable. If he, the frog will kill you for this though, right? Being proactive once Pierce comes out is key. So actually, I guess you do want to. I guess you do want to fuck with Pierce, because like you have, but just like you want to fuck with it in like many varied ways. You want to either mash or jump, or you know. Like mash, jump, sit still, like maybe even like try to arm. I mean, interesting question. Yeah, if Zato is far away, I guess. So if he just does like, for example, if he, I don't know, if he just does like Pierce into the, what would be the fastest thing out of this? Like Pierce into Pierce again, I guess, right? If he goes like Pierce into negative, and negative edge is like another Pierce. Bonk, bonk. And we negative edge, he does it again. Maybe I should record that shit because I did not record that shit. Right, if he does something like that. Ah, no, okay. Huh? Hold on. I'm trying to see, like, can I slide head out of this shit? If it's close, I can. If it's further away, maybe I can't. Yeah, maybe if it's further away, I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm just not doing it correctly this time. Yeah, can I do it from further away? If Pierce hits me a little bit further. Maybe not. I'm getting far slash, I saw that. Hold on that. No, yeah. If you're eating drills, you're either DPing, bursting, RCing, or reversal supering. Pot is very bad at dealing with Pierce. 5P whiffs and 2B is very slow. Can I not do this? In theory, at least an option, right? Also, does 5P still, didn't they make 5P hit a little bit lower? Is it still the case? Ah, yeah. No, yeah, it doesn't whiff anymore. They made 5P hit a little bit lower, right? It looks like it hits to me, anyway. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. We can 5P this. In theory, but Zato will be running at you and pressing 2S during Pierce? Sure, fair enough. It looks like you'll get your armor broke. That's fair. They do it from too far away, I guess, right? You can definitely 5P Pierce? Yeah. Maybe they did make his 5P hit lower, so like maybe they fixed it, but... Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's as complicated as I thought it would be. Does 5P not whiff anymore? Yeah, they made it hit lower in season 4, right? So I guess they did fix that for the boy. But yeah, I guess with Pierce, I think you can back Mega Fist. They made back Mega Fist worse. So I bet you we can't. They made back Mega Fist a lot more, a lot worse of a hurt box shifting tool, right? Gosh, the 2S? Maybe if there's big enough gap, I suppose so. But yeah, Pierce seems tough, but I guess like the probably what I said earlier of like just like hold that shit probably is the trap, right? You probably do want to represent options against it, and just like depending on what Zato does, you want to be like he has to do it on a read apparently, which makes sense, I suppose, right? But there's no like because there's gaps in everything he's doing. He just has to try and guess what you're doing. That's all we can flick or jump over. This, I don't think we have to worry about too much. I mean, we can't like hit this out of the air, but I don't think we're gonna be. But just be careful about jumping against the boy, I suppose. Oppose, we can slide head through or potbuster him out of if he's close enough in the corner. And then invite hell. Can we flick this actually? Actually, I would imagine so. I have no idea though. If he invites hell on my ass, he's not gonna do it in neutral probably. He's gonna do it on like Oki, but we can flick it. Yeah. If you do not show the Zato that you'll fight on Pierce, he will run over you. Yeah, no, I get that. That makes sense. I do believe that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this does feel like I am gonna, like, now that I know, I think I'm just gonna have to try some shit out every now and then, fighting Zato and see what works. But I think, like, having at least some, like, basic ideas of counterplay we can do for Pierce, right? So, like, you know, for, like, his moves in general, like, you know, Pierce, we can, like, mash on it or slide head it, or, you know, try to catch him running after us and doing a mash with the back Mega Fist, possibly, right? Oppose, you can, like, slide head through or grab him out of, right? Drill, we can flick. Invite hell, we can flick. Frog, we can, like, mash out, or just, like, you know, maybe we have to hold that shit every now and then, right? Knowing, like, some basic options of, like, when we can hit Eddie to kill Eddie feels like a big deal. Because, yes, as people are saying, right, Zato is not very good when Eddie is dead. I can already... It seems like his normals do not seem like anything particularly special. He's got no guts. He goes straight to hell, right? So, that to me is even though Zato is very complicated, I think it's we're gonna have a little bit. We're gonna have to fight some Zato if he exists. What's going on, Brick? Or what's good, Brick? Taker Series win? I don't know, man. Never, maybe. Well, we'll play Blaze Blue eventually. It's not on the radar right now. But yeah, so having some like basic level 1 ideas of how to fight Eddie is probably enough for me, as is. Zato is complicated, and I think he's not the kind of character you can like sit down for 30 minutes and just be like, I understand it now. If you don't already know a lot about him, right? So I think that's good. I think that's good for me, right? His Eddie-less block strings purely exist to waste time for Eddie to come back. Yeah. And I'm definitely seeing the Nier, especially like the new Nier, similarities as well, right? But yeah, I think that's gonna do it, right? Again, I don't feel as confident with Zato as we have, like, as far as a gameplay to what I'm gonna do, as we've come out of with a lot of the other characters. But I still have, relative to how complicated he is, I think I have an idea, things to try out, things to focus on when I fight him, and then we'll worry about learning more about him as we fight more of him, right? He's a complicated boy. Getting a basic idea of some counterplay is good enough for me. You're welcome for exposing my character. I appreciate it. The main thing besides killing Eddie is to watch out for his drills 50-50 times 2. His drills 50-50 times 2. What do you mean by this? You mean like his drills 50-50 times 2? Is that supposed to mean something? You're talking about this thing? Definitely thought you were trying to learn Zato rather than fight him, but good enough. Oopsie. I apologize. No, I am a grappler main through and through, I'm afraid. His drills 50-50 times 2? What do you mean by this? That is a very confusing sentence I just read right there. Drill gives 2 mix-ups? What does this mean? Because it's so active, like, he can run up and like do like high-low or strike throw twice. I think Zato gets 2 mix-ups off getting drills once. Interesting. I mean, important to flick that shit then, I guess. If he has you cornered, he can use drills to hold you still and then do JK, JD, or JK, 2K. Oh, okay, I see. God, he can do this twice because it's so active? Gotcha. Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, again, flick. It seems like a good idea to try and keep an eye out for drills and flick that shit back at him, probably. But yeah, that is gonna do it for Zato. We're gonna get I mean, honestly, this is, I think, one of the more the only other characters I think that I'm dreading doing quite as much are probably Bedman and maybe Asuka, right? This is one of the harder ones we got out of the way, and I do feel like I understand Zato more than I did, right? Still a lot to learn, obviously, but I understand more than I did coming in, so we'll take it. I'm gonna be real, bro. You aren't flicking drills, usually doing drills while you're already in block stun? I mean, sure, fair enough. We'll see. Oh, wait, if I suppose so, in the corner. Can he make it a gapless thing, though? It's a 27 frame startup. How is it? I guess if he negative edges it, it starts up faster, right? No, 27 is the negative edge startup, no? Where is it? Yeah, it's 31 if he doesn't. I'll take your word for it. Zato's whole thing is infinite block strings? Really? Okay, fair enough. Maybe he's going like Pierce into this or something? Not sure. Negative edge can happen while he's pressing other buttons? That's fair. I guess like he's putting you in block stun and the negative edge startup is happening? Sure, fair enough. So I mean, in that case, aren't you not doing anything then? Like in that case, if he's just like spending all of his meter to put you in infinite block string, you're not jumping, you're not 6P'ing, you're not Flicking, if I can't flick, I can't jump, I can't do anything except like, I don't even have a reversal really, right? I can try like YRC, I guess, maybe sometimes. Like if he's doing it in such a way that I'm not doing anything, right? Once drill starts, he can mix you, yeah. You can have it start while putting you in a gapless block string, yeah. In that case, I mean, if we're just like holding that shit, we're just holding that shit, right? There's not really any, if you're saying there's like literally nothing I can do but take the block stun, then yeah. If you're blocking drills, it means you failed to interact with peers correctly. Interesting. Okay, I see that. But yes, that's gonna do it for the video. Hope you had a good time. If you did, any kind of like, subscribes, comments, bells, all that good stuff for the VOD watchers helps out a lot. I also do be streaming every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except Fridays, so come by and hang out. I also have a Discord, great place to make some friends, get some matches, all that. But you know, if you do join, be nice, or I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. CFA. Yeah, most importantly, I hope you had a great time hanging out today, as always. I know I sure did. Again, there's gonna be a lot to learn with this motherfucker, but we got further than I have been, and I'll take it, honestly. This is, if we can get to a similar point of like, I get the general idea that he's trying to go for on some things with like Asuka and Bedman, then we'll have a good time as well, I think. Having a lot of fun with Guilty Gear for now. Gonna be well, for now, having a lot of fun with Guilty Gear. Gonna be a lot more coming your way. Until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.